Welcome to another deep dive, and this time we're going right to the edge of, well, customer experience, like the bleeding edge.
Yeah.
We're talking AI, but not just like AI as a tool. It's AI as like this driving force, this thing that's reshaping how brands interact with us, how they think about us. Um,
It's definitely more than just a chatbot, that's for sure.
totally, yeah. And our roadmap for this exploration, for this deep dive, is an article by this digital transformation consultant, Nishith Srivastava.
Oh, yeah.
And this article, just, I gotta tell you, it gets pretty mind-blowing. So whether you're like out there leading a business or you're just fascinated by tech, or maybe you're just curious about what's coming next in, the world of shopping, how you interact with brands, like this one's for you.
Definitely. Srivastava, he really paints this picture of AI that goes way beyond, like just today's personalized recommendations. We're talking about AI that kind of anticipates,
Yeah.
predicts, like even innovates on what even good customer experience means. Like almost like a partnership between like human desire and machine intelligence. What?
Wow. It's a little creepy, but I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Let's start with what's familiar. AI is already creating those customer
Hmm.
personas, right? Like the
Yeah.
profiles that tell brands what we like, how we shop, what we click on, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
But Srivastava, he takes this like to a whole other level.
Mhm.
He talks about something called predictive personas.
Yes. So think of it this way. AI can now model how our preferences, like it might change over time.
Okay.
So imagine AI analyzing not just your past purchases,
Right.
but like also emerging trends, social media buzz, even the behavior of, other people with similar tastes as you. It's like AI is trying to understand like where your desires are going, not just where they are, right
Right.
now,
Yeah.
like a trajectory, not
Right.
just a snapshot.
So it's not just about you bought this, so you might like that. It's more like based on where your tastes are going, you'll probably want this in 6 months.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And we're already seeing hints of this in, companies like Temu, that uncanny feeling you get when their recommendations are just spot on. Even for, stuff you haven't explicitly searched for.
Right.
That's AI kind of predicting what you'll want based on like a much wider set of data points than the traditional algorithms.
Okay. That's why my Temu feed sometimes feels like it's reading my mind.
Right.
Srivastava also brings up Vinted.com. That's the online marketplace for secondhand clothing.
Yeah.
What's their AI angle? What are they doing?
So Vinted, they're using AI to kind of forecast like which styles and brands are going to be hot.
Okay.
So it helps them recommend items that are going to be in high demand. So it's all about like anticipating trends and staying ahead of the curve. And this predictive power extends to customizing the content we see online.
Hmm.
Like websites and apps are now using AI to tailor what we see in real time, like aligning it with, our interests and how they evolve.
Yeah, I've noticed that. Like suddenly all the ads are about that random hobby I was. Like just researching. It's impressive. But also like a little unsettling.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Like, hey, back off.
Yeah, and it goes even deeper than that. Like, AI isn't just curating content anymore.
Yeah?
It's actually creating it. Like, we're talking AI generating, text,
Oh, wow.
visuals, even code,
Hmm.
all while, like, adhering to specific brand guidelines.
So AI is like becoming a full-blown creative partner. Like what does that mean for like us human creators?
Right. I mean, it's more likely that AI will become like a really powerful tool for creators,
Okay. Yeah.
helping us be more efficient and to produce like even more engaging work. Tools like Figma Dev, for example.
Okay.
They're already like blurring the lines between design and development, using AI to kind of streamline the whole process.
That makes the future of creative work, I don't know, a little less daunting.
Right.
Srivastava, he really emphasizes how AI is moving from just personalization to something much more, I don't know, proactive. Like he calls it predictive customer support. Can you tell me more about that?
Yeah. So imagine like your internet provider, they detect a problem with your router before you even realize it's happening.
Okay.
So they could proactively like send you a new one or offer, troubleshooting tips, preventing like a frustrating experience before it even begins. That's the essence of like predictive support.
That would be amazing. I can't tell you how many hours I've wasted on hold with tech support.
Right. I know, we've all been there. So AI can also be used for what Shrivastava calls next best action recommendations. This is where AI analyzes your behavior to, suggest things you might want to buy, services you might want to upgrade to, or even like loyalty rewards to keep you engaged.
So AI is becoming our personal concierge, like across every brand touch point.
Exactly. It's about creating that seamless, like hyper-personalized experience,
Yeah.
no matter how you're interacting with the brand.
This level of personalization is fascinating.
Yeah.
But it raises questions about how much influence these algorithms, might have on our choices.
Right. That's a crucial point. Like transparency is key here. Brands need to be upfront about how they're using AI and give consumers control over their data and preferences. And this leads us to another key concept from Shrivastava,
Okay.
customer journey analytics.
What does that involve? Is AI like a detective following our every move?
It's more like AI creating like a map of your interactions with a brand.
Okay.
So whether you're browsing their website or reading an email or talking to a chatbot or even walking into a physical store, AI is tracking these touch points to understand your behavior and to identify areas for improvement.
So AI is constructing a complete picture of how we engage with brands both online and offline.
Yeah.
Like, where does it lead?
Well, this data helps brands, create these really truly seamless experiences. For instance, imagine an AI-powered ticketing system that unifies customer support across, all channels. So whether you're emailing or chatting or calling,
Hmm.
the agent, they have this complete view of your history with the company.
Right.
No more like repeating your problem a dozen times.
Oh, that would be a welcome change. I'm all for anything that makes customer service less of a headache.
Right, I know. So Shrivastava also talks about something called real-time sentiment analysis.
Okay.
This is where AI can analyze like your tone, your word choices to kind of gauge your mood during these interactions.
Okay.
And then the agent, they can like adapt their approach in real time to create, a smoother, more empathetic experience.
Oh, that's interesting. So it's like having an AI-powered empathy coach whispering in the agent's ear, like, careful, they sound frustrated.
Exactly. Like, reading between the lines. And AI, it's not just limited to the digital world either.
Right.
It's also starting to make waves in physical stores.
Okay.
Like Srivastava highlights the use of AI for in-store behavior analysis.
So like cameras and stuff?
Yeah, I think sensors and cameras like analyzing foot traffic patterns
Oh, okay.
to help brands, optimize product placement and store layout.
So AI is helping brick and mortar stores kind of adapt to the expectations of like today's digital savvy shoppers.
Exactly. It's about merging like the online and offline worlds to create, a truly integrated omnichannel experience, but it goes beyond just like optimizing store layout.
Okay.
Srivastava also discusses real-time data integration, where AI kind of pulls in data from sources like, social media, website activity, even those in-store sensors.
Mhm.
And this gives brands, a real-time understanding of trends, popular products, and yes, our ever-shifting preferences.
So it's like AI is creating a 360-degree view of the customer, both online and offline, all in real time.
Exactly.
That's powerful stuff.
It is. And then there's, predictive analytics for demand forecasting, where AI crunches, historical data, external factors, and real-time trends, to kind of anticipate future demand.
Oh, okay.
This can help brands, optimize inventory management and reduce stockouts.
That would definitely save me a few trips back to the store.
Right. I know. And for those times when you can't find what you're looking for, there are AI-powered visual search tools. Imagine like snapping a picture of that cool jacket you saw someone wearing
Right.
and having AI instantly pull up like similar items available in the store.
Oh, wow. Talk about making shopping easier. This whole AI-driven approach, I mean, it sounds like it could be a game changer for brands, especially when it comes to like measuring the effectiveness of their efforts.
You're right. Like Srivastava devotes a good portion of his article to the role of AI in real-time performance tracking and ROI measurement.
Okay.
He describes like these unified analytics dashboards that provide brands with a holistic view of how their campaigns are performing and how customers are engaging across all channels.
So AI is essentially giving brands like a real-time report card on their omnichannel efforts.
That's a great way to put it. And then there's customer lifetime value, CLTV modeling,
Okay.
where AI can analyze how how different omni-channel interactions, impact a customer's like long-term value to the brand.
So they can see which strategies are most effective at building like lasting customer relationships.
Exactly. And finally, there's ROI-focused optimization, which is essentially AI constantly analyzing everything, from channel effectiveness to marketing spend to customer behavior, all to maximize return on investment.
Wow. It's like having an AI CFO making sure every marketing dollar is spent wisely.
Right.
All of these applications are incredible, but where does Shrivastava see this all heading?
Well, he emphasizes that we're just scratching the surface. Like the fusion of data and AI, it's still in its early stages.
Okay.
And as these technologies continue to evolve, we can expect even more innovative applications to emerge.
So what's the key takeaway for anyone listening who might be feeling a little, I don't know, overwhelmed by all of this?
I think Srivastava's like central message is this. AI is becoming like the driving force behind a truly seamless, personalized, and proactive customer experience. This fusion of data and AI has the potential to benefit both brands and consumers. But it's not just about the technology, it's about how it's used.
What do you mean by that?
Well, it's about finding the right balance. Like brands, they need to be transparent about how they're using AI
Right.
and give consumers control over their data and preferences. And consumers, in turn, need to be aware of the power of AI and make informed choices about how they engage with these technologies.
As it sounds like a two-way street. We need responsible implementation from brands and like informed engagement from consumers.
Exactly.
But what does this all mean for the future? Like where are we going with all of this?
It really does feel like we're on the verge of like a major shift. Like AI is no longer just this behind the scenes player. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's becoming like this driving force in how we experience the world,
Yeah.
especially when it comes to like how we interact with brands.
Totally.
And Srivastava's article, it really highlights that shift. Like we're moving from a world of personalized experiences to a world of predictive and proactive experiences.
Yeah.
And as AI continues to evolve, I mean, who knows what the next stage will be?
It's exciting and a little bit daunting all at the same time.
Yeah.
Especially when you think about how much data is fueling these AI systems.
That's why Srivastava's emphasis on like responsible AI implementation is so crucial.
Right.
Transparency, control, ethical considerations, like all of that needs to be at the forefront as brands adopt these powerful technologies.
Absolutely. But it's not just about brands being responsible. As consumers, like we have a role to play too. We
Yeah.
need to be informed about how AI is being used and make like conscious choices about how we engage with these systems.
I think awareness is the first step.
Yeah.
Like understanding what data we're sharing, how it's being used, and what control we have over our digital footprint. That's essential.
It's easy to feel like we're just along for the ride when it comes to
Yeah.
technology.
Mm.
But like it doesn't have to be that way.
Right, right.
We can be active participants in like shaping how AI is used
Yeah.
and make sure that's working for us, not against us.
Exactly. And that starts with, asking questions, staying informed, and advocating for our preferences and our values in the digital world.
This deep dive has definitely given me a lot to think about.
Yeah.
From predictive personas to AI-powered customer support, like the possibilities are incredible.
Yeah.
But so are the potential
Well,
challenges.
that's the nature of any transformative technology, right? It presents both opportunities and risks.
Mm.
The key is to approach it thoughtfully and proactively.
Well said. And on that note, I think we've reached the end of our deep dives into AI-driven omnichannel customer experience. Thanks for joining us on this journey into the future of how we interact with brands. It's a future that's still being written,
Definitely.
and we all have a part to play in shaping it.